I'll see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I love the magic of technology. If it all cooperates. How's everybody doing? So, somehow, I have finagled the show all by myself for the night. So I'm so tickled that you could join me. If you'll do me a big favor right now while you're thinking about it. See that little button down there that says share? Hit it, please, and share this link while we're live so we can build an audience and get the word out about TCB Radio. Hello, Diane. Hi, Kelly. Welcome to TCB Radio. I'll be your host this evening. My name's Kimber, and I live in Memphis, Tennessee. And I have my Elvis shirt on tonight, and I thought you might like to see my Christmas tree behind me because the rest of my apartment is a wreck. So, you're very welcome, Leslie. Leslie, Diane, where do y'all live? I know where Kelly lives. She's in Texas. Where are y'all from? I've got some great news for you guys. So while y'all are telling me where you're from and sharing this video while we're live, thank you, Kelly, for doing that. I'm going to tell y'all a couple of things. First of all, we've got a lot of Elvis news to get to, and I want to share a lot of great things happening today. Florida, oh my gosh, hey. I don't know if you can see it, but Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Elvis shirt. Yeah, I'm representing, even though I'm here in Memphis. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Seriously. You guys, make sure you spread the word. Spread the word. Y'all are awesome. We have a brand new Elvis documentary coming to HBO. We're going to talk about that. And we have an Elvis marathon winner that we're going to talk about. And I didn't even know there was a marathon and that there was an Elvis running in it. So it's really cool, the information from that. Our question of the week, would Elvis be on Twitter? What do y'all think? Weigh in. Give me your comments down there and let me know what y'all think. Find out what Priscilla Presley had to say about that when she was asked that question. I have some really exciting news. If you listen to my radio show, it's called Walking in Memphis with Kimber over on Speedway Radio. We have partnered with TCB Radio, and I will be hosting this audio from this show every week over on Speedway on Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Central. So we're going to turn this into a radio show as well over on Speedway. I'll introduce it, I'll talk about it a little bit, and then we'll play it for everybody on Speedway. So, exciting times. A lot's going on. We've got our vlog, we've got our blog, we've got this, we've got that. We've got so much to talk about. So, thank y'all for sharing. Please keep sharing. You think he would, Kelly? You really think he would be on it? I don't know. I was up in the air on that. HBO, let's talk about this documentary. Have y'all heard about this? HBO is going to air a definitive 3-hour Elvis Presley documentary from Bruce Springsteen's concert director. The 2-part project, coming from HBO Entertainment, will span 3 hours and is the product of director Tom Zimney and writer Alan Light. It'll track Presley from his childhood in Tupelo, Mississippi, right through to the recording of his final studio album, Moody Blue, in 1976. Does anybody have that album? I do. I love that album. Do you have it in blue or do you have it in black? I love that album. I heard a rumor, and I'm not sure, that the black version of that album is actually more rare than the blue one. Did y'all know that? I think I have one of each. Deadline reports that what sets this work apart from the several other Presley documentaries in existence is HBO's success in acquiring unprecedented access to Graceland archives, alongside never-before-seen photos and footage from private collections worldwide. You know, Graceland, I live here in Memphis, and Graceland has a vault of things that you would not even believe, that they kept everything of Elvis's throughout the years of his career, from, well, his whole life. And I've heard from people here locally that there's so much in that vault that they could rotate it out every year, and it'd be years and years and years before we got to see everything they have. That's how much stuff they have. So I'm excited to see what they're going to include in this documentary. Zimney has made a career profiling another beloved musician, having made several Bruce Springsteen documentaries, namely The Promise, The Making of Darkness on the Edge of Town, as well as The Ties That Bind, both for HBO. Light's a music enthusiast who has written books on musicians ranging from Prince and Leonard Cohen, both of whom passed away this year. The as-of-yet untitled documentary is expected to air in 2017. So I'm really excited. I don't have HBO, but I bet I can find a way to watch that. How about you guys? So anybody want to weigh in? Kelly weighed in about what she thought on the Twitter thing. Anybody else want to take a guess? What would you think? Do you think Elvis, if he were alive today, would he be on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook? Any of those? What do y'all think? It was recently announced that a biopic about Presley's legendary producer Sam Phillips is in the works, with Leonardo DiCaprio signed on to star as that. What do y'all think about that? I think it's interesting. I actually, you know, I don't think that we have enough information about Sam Phillips. I'm really curious to see. I really am. I mean that truly. I think it'd be fun to watch that. Leslie, you think he would be on Facebook? Okay. All right. In a recent interview with the LA Times, Priscilla Presley stated that if Elvis Presley were alive today, he would not be on Twitter. Her exact words were, "No, no, 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 no." He wouldn't. She would know. She was his wife. Priscilla has been the most visible steward of his creative legacy. She has spent the 4 decades since Elvis died in 1977 trying to make decisions about him and his work as he might have made them if he were still alive. And she's sure of it. The king would not be issuing royal tweets. Who's to say? We really don't know, but I think it'd be pretty cool if he were alive and we were to get, I mean, how cool would it be? Because, you know, today's world, you can interact with the stars. And do you think if he were alive, and let's say he did have a Twitter account, do you think if you were to send a tweet talking about how much you loved him, because you know how we love him, and he answered you, would you not just die? I mean, I would. I had Tim McGraw answer me back once, and I accused him of not being Tim McGraw, and it really was Tim McGraw. And he and I had a back and forth for a little bit. And if I got that excited about Tim McGraw, can you imagine? I would die. I would die if Elvis were to come on and answer me on a tweet. She also said Elvis was very private. He didn't go around telling what he had for dinner or taking pictures in front of stores with particular outfits that he liked. So I still pose the question, do you think Elvis would be on Twitter today? Put your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious. I really want to get a back and forth going on this. Leslie, why do you think he would like Facebook? Tell me why you think that, because I'm really curious. And Kelly, you said he loved technology, which we all know that. He loved the latest and greatest. So what do you think the draw would be if he were on it? I'd like to see what y'all think about that. Aldo in the news this week. Rock and Roll Las Vegas Marathon. Elvis, a.k.a. Mike Wardian, crosses the finish line after winning the Rock and Roll Las Vegas Marathon on Sunday evening on the closed-down Las Vegas Strip. On a night when more than 30,000 runners, walkers, and wheelchair athletes ran along a packed Las Vegas Strip beneath the glare of casino lights, the Geico Rock and Roll Las Vegas Marathon celebrated a fitting winner, Elvis. Running his first race in an Elvis Presley costume, Mike Wardian not only won the marathon, but set a pending Guinness World Record for fastest marathon in an Elvis costume. with his black pompadour bouncing off his head, Wardian crossed the finish line in 2 hours and 38 minutes and 4 seconds. The old Elvis marathon record was 2 hours, 42 minutes, and 52 seconds, set by Ian Sharman on November 29th, 2009. Standing in front of the Mirage Casino moments after the volcano erupted, I love the description, Wardian was asked how he pulled off the feat. I expected him to say peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but that's not what he said. He said, the energy of the crowd and Elvis definitely helped. It was much less me and more him tonight. The strip is closed to traffic 2 nights of the year, New Year's Eve and for the Rock and Roll Las Vegas Marathon and Half Marathon. Thousands line Las Vegas Boulevard and they filled Wardian with love. The king is here, some shouted as he passed, and Viva Las Vegas, others screamed. Thank you very much, cried some. At 42, Wardian is a 3-time U.S. Olympic Trials Marathon qualifier and recently set a new record for running all 6 world marathon majors in an average time of 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 9 seconds. I've eaten a sandwich that quick, or a pizza. I've never ran that much. He lives in Arlington, Virginia, and pays the bills as an international shipping broker. On a beautiful warm evening beneath a golden full moon, Wardian needed all the spectators' love. I think that's really cool. I have some great Elvis Presley history for this day in history. This is really, really cool. Today is Tuesday, November 22nd, if y'all didn't know, and we're only 2 days away from Thanksgiving. Are y'all ready? Oh, I'm not. All right, in this day in history, in 1955, Elvis Presley's contract with Bob Neal expired. In 1961, the Elvis Presley film Blue Hawaii was opened in the U.S. In 1966, Elvis Presley was released from work on the movie Easy Come, Easy Go. Principal photography had finished on November 7th. In 1967, the Elvis Presley film Clambake opened in the U.S. And in 1967 as well, Elvis Presley completed location shooting for the film Stay Away Joe. And you know what? I'm a huge Elvis fan, but I don't think I've ever seen Stay Away Joe. Y'all don't throw eggs at me, but that's the truth. I don't think I've seen it. I'm drawing a blank on the whole thing. Here's a random Elvis quote for you guys. Y'all ready? Until we meet again, may God bless you as he has blessed me. I think that was fitting for this week. It's Thanksgiving week here in the U.S., and we have a lot to be thankful for. This live broadcast is one of them. I'm so tickled to be a co-host with Krista and Peter, and to be able to do this and bring all the latest and greatest Elvis news to you guys and gals. And of course, a lot of what I do is go out on location here in Memphis, and I do live videos. And I will go to places where either Elvis lived or worked or hung out, and bring that to you live on Facebook. So I really enjoy doing that. I hope you were able to see the live broadcast last week. I was down at Graceland when they did the lighting ceremony for the Christmas lights, and it immediately got deleted after I got done because Graceland deletes everything if it has Elvis music on it immediately, and it's a Facebook policy too. So sorry about that, but it was a lot of fun, and I got this close to T.G. Shepherd and Paul Schaefer, which was really fun. And yeah, that other guy. Oh, y'all know which one I'm talking about. Y'all can read my mind through the screen, right? Okay, I have some fun stuff I haven't shared with you guys, and Peter and Krista don't even know this. Because we're going to start doing the radio show, which means we're going to take this broadcast, take the audio from it, put it over on Speedway Radio. I'm going to do an intro and an exit for it. So I'll be talking throughout, and it won't just be this all by itself. I'll make it fun and interactive, more so than it is now. But I think it'd be a lot of fun if you guys get interactive with us a little bit more. And I have a prize for y'all, and it's from Elvis Week. So are y'all excited? Like I said, Peter and Krista don't even know about this. I happen to get my hands on some things, and I want to give them away. Does anybody out there in Elvis land want something from Elvis Week? and possibly signed by somebody. I don't know. I'll get somebody to sign it. Or just, I'll sign it. I don't mind. But I'm trying to think of a fun way to share this with y'all. And what I want to do is talk to Peter and Krista and find out a fun contest for us to do with this. But here is what I want to give you guys. It's the Elvis Week guide from here in Memphis. I know that's backwards because of the camera, but you guys, these are gone. They are absolutely gone. You can't get them anymore. But I know people, and I got a couple. So I have more, and I want to give y'all these. But we have to have something fun to do. So Tina wants one. She said she wants one. Yeah, these are awesome. You guys, this has everything. I mean, it has all of the schedule, everything that was going on. It talks about the candlelight vigil. It talks about everything. This is a piece of history. And of course, we've got the 40th anniversary coming up this coming year. And so it'll be really cool to get those, which I'll get a ton of those this year and have them for different things. Like there's the whole schedule for Elvis Week. I mean, these are great keepsakes. And if you're an Elvis collector, I think you'll really enjoy this. So look at that. I love that photo. It's backwards, but you get the picture. See what I did there? Okay. So, I've got several of those, and I'm not going to tell you how many. I'm going to talk to Peter and Krista, because they're going to be just very excited to find out that I've got a hold of some of these. And I want to give these to y'all. We're going to find a fun way to give these to y'all. So, hang tight, and we'll figure it out, and then we'll post it over on the TCB radio page. Please make sure you share this if you haven't. Share it again. Let everybody know about it, because we are doing some great things. After the first of the year, we're going to be sitting down and doing interviews with some really fun people in the Elvis world. People that knew Elvis personally, people that work here in Memphis, and people that work all around the world. We are so excited to be able to bring all this to you here at TCB Radio. And I promised that I would behave through this whole broadcast. And I think I've done really well so far. How about you guys? I want to know, while we're on here, what time is it? Oh, I got time. I got to go to the studio after this and record some more on my album. I want to know, what is your favorite Elvis jumpsuit? Anybody want to give me an idea of what your favorite one is? Awesome, Tina. Awesome. I'll tell you, mine, there's one, and I don't know what it's called. It had all the blue rhinestones. It was white, but it had all the blue rhinestones on it. Beautiful. I saw it when I was at Graceland this last time, and they had it in that trophy room and in the racquetball court. It was beautiful. Anybody else have their favorite? I'd love to talk to y'all while I'm on here. I don't get to do this very often, and they may see that I start acting silly, and they may take it away from me from hosting, and just keep me on the live videos that I go around town. The fringe one. Are you talking about the one, Tina, that has all the little beads on it? And the fringe, but with the beads? And, oh, if that's the one you're talking about, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. There's a blue one, too, that he had that I love. Absolutely love it. I think it is gorgeous with that black hair and those blue eyes and that skin. Whew. Man. I'll give you a little history. When I lived here before, I moved here in 2000. So it was a minute ago. And I used to hang out at this place called Elvis Presley's Memphis on Bill Street, and it was owned by Elvis Presley Enterprises. Jack Sodden, that's the other guy's name. That's the guy that I was talking to the other night. Couldn't never get him on camera, but Jack Sodden, y'all know who that is. So I would hang out there, and the Dempseys would play, and they were the house band, and I became a swing dancer there, and we had a lot of fun. And one night, I'll tell y'all this is a lot of fun. This is a great story. The Dempseys had moved on to a different club by that point. Elvis Presley's Memphis was getting ready to close soon, but they had another band in there from Nashville, and I was dating one of the guys. Anyway, we all left for the night, and then in about 2 o'clock in the morning, we get a phone call from the club asking if the band would come and stay at my place, the whole band. They would stay with me while they were in town playing, and then go home. if they were there, and could we all come back to Elvis Presley's on Bill Street, because Lisa Marie and Nick Cage was in town. They were in town, and they wanted to hear the band play. So we all got up, got dressed, and went back down there on Bill Street and got set up, and in walks Lisa Marie and Nick Cage, and let me tell you, it was insane. First of all, she was so tiny. I'm tall, but I couldn't believe just how little she was. But she had really blonde hair at the time. This was back before they even got married. They were just dating at that point. And Nick Cage, I'd had a huge crush on him. And so when I finally met him, I was so disappointed. He wasn't anything like he was in the movies. And I was just so let down. But to meet her, well, to meet both of them really, but to meet Lisa Marie was just so cool. And that was just one of many times she would come in, her kids would come in. When Riley was a little girl, her and her brother, they were there with Lisa Marie and Priscilla one night. They would go upstairs. If you were ever here and saw it, downstairs was a dance floor, and it was kind of a moon shape, and at the one end was where the band set up. Yeah, I met Nick Cage. And anyway, Lisa Marie and Priscilla would go upstairs. They had a blocked off part of it, and they would sit where that was blocked off so no one could get to them. But the kids wanted to dance with me and the guy that I would always dance with. So they had this big old bodyguard, and he came out and he stood just like this on the dance floor while these two little kids danced with us, held our hands and danced and carried on with us. I never knew Riley was going to grow up and be a model or an actress. But it was so cool we got to do that. And I remember telling the guy, because he was really rough when we danced, that 50s swing dance is really, you do a lot of stuff. And I remember telling him, if you step on one of those grandkids, I'm going to kill you, because that's Elvis Presley DNA. So that was really cool. It was a lot of fun. And Lisa Marie was super nice. Priscilla was super nice. And Nick Cage was super nice, even though I was disappointed in what he really looked like in person. So that's one of my stories. I've got many. But anyway, all right. You guys, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank y'all from the bottom of my heart on behalf of everyone here at TCB Radio for supporting us, for liking us, for sharing these videos, and for tuning in whenever we have something fun going on. I will probably try on the weekend to get around town. And, hey, yes, a Dempsey dancer. That was me. I'll try to get around town this weekend if I can, depending on time and when I'm in and out of town. So if I don't do it before this weekend, I promise you guys next week I'll go somewhere really fun where Elvis was and do a live video. But on behalf of everyone here at TCB Radio, I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in. Please share this with everybody once it's posted on Facebook and help us spread the word. God bless. Love y'all.